What's going on, everybody? Glad to see you guys again. Sorry to be gone for so long. There were things happening that were out of my control that, were unforeseen instances, but we might scuttle back to that later, but let's just kind of move onward right now. I want to let you guys know that I do plan to get the channel back in motion, sort of get that momentum picked back up from where I left off back in October with the John Carpenter review series. That is going to be coming back. Uh, the American Mary review that I've been promising, that is going to be coming on. I need to check and watch that movie again to recollect my thoughts on that. I'm back in a tip-top shape, so I definitely want to let you guys know that the channel is going to be picking up again and gonna try to keep a sort of steady flow going on with that again. Just dealt with fatigue and just a lot of unforeseen instances that have really just killed my morale over the last couple months. But anyway, let's get into this. And I figure, aside from giving you guys the update of the future of the channel, why not show you some of the junk that I've accumulated over the last, mostly the last month, last couple weeks. So call it the January, February haul. Just some stuff that I've picked up that's caught my eye. Play a little bit of show and tell, and then kind of pick up with the, wow, I cannot talk right now. Play a quick game of catch up after I show you guys some of the stuff that I accumulated. So for starters, I've been on a bit of a reading kick. It's kind of helped me kind of keep my head in a less negative place right now, just considering everything that's been going on. But picked up some books, and I don't know how well it's coming up on here, but been on a bit of a king kick. And if you guys know, I have particular OCDs when it comes to collections and presentability of collections. Now, I, for the longest time, only had the Dead Zone back there on a hardcover only. So, found this. I think it's one of the earliest paperbacks that they put out for the Dead Zone. I think it came out like a year after the hardcover. So I got this bad boy on the first edition. Big fan of the movie. I haven't quite gotten to this book yet. Trying to go through it in chronological order. I'm just about done with Salem's Lot, but I got the Dead Zone paperback. It was funny because it was advertised as the white Signet release. I think it was Signet, but those 90s mass markets that they had that were just, I don't know. There's just something about those designs that I did not care for. So that this one kind of stays with sort of the consistency of the original design. I think is really cool, and shit, it was in pretty good condition. $14. I can't argue with that. Another bit of King books that I got. I've been, again, on a King kick, guys. Got the Hard Case Crime pack here with the Colorado Kid, Joyland, and Later being one of his newest ones. None of these I have read yet, but I've heard they're mostly pretty okay. Let's take those out, This is a pretty cool set, you got the hard box with them. We got the Colorado Kid here. This one, being a Colorado Kid myself, I'm looking quite forward to this one. I heard this is probably the one out of the three that upsets people the most, if I'm understanding that correctly. I don't know. We got Joyland. This one looks pretty erotic. Yeah, this is one I'm looking forward to for sure. Later, I can tell you that I will be reading this one later. But, these are, from what I'm understanding, they're kind of like his sort of hats off to the old sort of 30s, 40s, 50s sort of crime books. And I don't know, I could be mistaken with that, but it's something that is pretty cool, I guess, among his catalog, because it kind of goes against the sort of the grain of what people expect when it comes to what Stephen King literature is. But the other cool thing though that came with those was these little different cards to show alternate artwork for the books in that series. Pretty curious to check those out, and I don't know, I might do like a separate video about those at some point, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to make too many promises right now. We've seen what that's done to me in the past. But, you know, the hard case 3-pack there, the hard case crime novels. This was a nice pack. Got this for 50% off with the, I guess the Prime Day deal, I think is what it was. So instead of paying almost $50, got it for 20 some odd dollars. This one was a hell of a find too, because the other thing you guys know is I'm a freaking completionist. Got the Nightmares in the Sky, which isn't really it's not so much a story as much as it is just a photography sort of book, just like pictures of gargoyles and stuff with text added on by King. I've kind of flipped through it and looked at a lot of the photographs. They're pretty wild. And I kind of freaked me out when I opened it up here. I'm used to seeing centerfolds in like Playboy and Hustler and stuff like that. So it kind of freaked me out when I got to here and I saw that the pages were trying to open up from the inside. I thought somebody had tore it. But no. Got a little centerfold in here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to do some videos where I go through the King books, maybe. But that's going to be a pretty cool segue into something else that I picked up. We're going to the realm of DVDs and movies now, which is, you know, sort of the bread and butter of this channel. Picked this up, the 6-film collection, and I've got a few of his films right there. Funny thing about this collection is I actually already have Secret Window and Christine. I bought this thing for 3 different reasons. 3 particular reasons I picked up this set. For an apt pupil, which is, I found out not too long ago that is one of those movies that I saw way long ago when I was like a little kid. And it's like, oh, this is that movie that's sort of been dwelling in my mind. And, you know, it's been under my nose the whole time, you know. I don't know, maybe you guys know what I'm talking about with that. It's like, you don't know if you're just making up a memory of a movie or just anything, period. That was apt pupil for me. And then, of course, Stand By Me. Who doesn't love Stand By Me? But this thing also works because you get another copy of Christine, so I don't have to worry about the Carpenter King shelf separation debacle. I don't know how many of y'all are totally aware of how I am when it comes to that. But I don't know, I guess I haven't seen The Bag of Bones. I think it's a mini-series with Mick Garris as director. Yeah, looking at the time, it looks like it's a mini-series. But Mick Garris is a director, so not sure just how promising that's going to be. Then we got the Dark Tower movie on here, which is another one I haven't seen. I remember I was semi-hyped for that when it was coming out, but, you know, I just totally did not go and watch it, like, at all. So I don't know, my thoughts would probably be pretty indifferent to upset upon watching that. So I don't know, we'll see. Also, after hearing so many great things about this one, I haven't really watched reviews about it, haven't really seen it yet, but I decided to break down and spend $17 on Malignant. I mean, James Wan, what could go wrong? Bad joke. But no, I figured get Malignant. why not? The cover's pretty insane, and I really like the synopsis on here. And again, James Wan has been doing some pretty good stuff in the last 20 years now. There's another one too that I picked up. I'm sort of a fan of the Jack the Ripper lore, and for $9, why not? It's just one of those straight to DVD Jack the Ripper movies, and I'm sure you don't have to. You don't have to know a whole lot about Jack the Ripper to know what this movie's about. Basically, the guys at Scotland Yard are like, "Oh, there's murders going on, and we don't know what to do. We need to stop it." Terrible impression, but I plan to watch this. I don't know. It might suck ass, but it's worth it. Don't want to break it now. And you guys know also that I am a sucker for the sort of college and campus type slashers. This was one that I saw at Walmart. Last of the grads, and graduating class getting killed off. What is not to love about that? Especially if you like stuff like The Prowler, Dorm That Dripped Blood, Graduation Day, Final Exam. Anybody? I hear the crickets calling. But no, I figured grab this. It probably can't be too bad. I haven't been able to watch it yet. And I will explain why I haven't been able to watch anything here in a little bit. And the last thing that I really want to show you guys that you guys know I got. You guys know. No matter how depressed I was, no matter how down in the dumps my ass has been, I crawled out of my hole and went to Walmart at the beginning of January. And I got my copy of Halloween Kills. The only reason I didn't get the Blu-ray is because my entire Halloween collection, save for the Rob Zombie 2-pack theatrical cuts, is on DVD. So it only makes sense to get Halloween Kills on DVD. Again, no matter how crappy I was feeling, I was going to the store to get this. And the slipcase is on the shelf back there. I don't know why I don't keep them in the slipcases on the shelf, but I do keep them put away in a sort of safe spot within the parameter of the shelf. But this was one I thoroughly enjoyed when it came out on Peacock, and I do plan to review this bad boy. Probably gonna do this around spooky season, probably in the build up to Halloween Ends. Let's see if Evil will really die tonight then. Die tonight later. But yeah, that was just some of the cool stuff I got. Just, I guess, a slow recap. Paperback of the Dead Zone. So now I own 2 copies of that. First edition hardcover is freaking amazing. The Hard Case Crime 3-pack of Later, Joyland, and The Colorado Kid. That's me. Of course. Oh, why did I set you all the way down here? Nightmares in the Sky. This one, I've just been looking through this one, and I just am enjoying the photography in it. I haven't even read a whole lot of the text in it. And because it's not a story, I don't know if... Do I start on the first page, or can I just jump into any page when it comes to reading? But I will probably be full nerd and start at the beginning and work my way all the way to the end. But yeah, being a completionist in a lot of ways, I had to get this. But yeah, the King 6-pack. You can't go wrong with that. I mean, Apt Pupil, Bag of Bones, Christine, Dark Tower, Secret Window, and Stand By Me. The ones I have seen, I enjoy thoroughly. Haven't seen Bag of Bones or The Dark Tower, so we'll see how those play out. Malignant. I am trying so hard to not quote do the Sopranos reference there. Looking at The Ripper Untold. Is it Untold? Yeah, Ripper Untold, Last of the Grads, which I am holding out hopes that this is great, and Halloween Kills, because of course it has to be Halloween Kills. But the reason, if you guys are wondering, why have you bought all these movies and you haven't watched them yet? And also, why haven't I been able to do reviews lately? Well, let's just say Uncle Filthy was drinking one night. Story time with Uncle Filthy. So I was drinking one night, like a dumbass. I sucker punched my TV. It suffered a nasty fall. I hate to admit that, but I figure don't try to come up with some elaborate fucking story or sweep it under the rug. Just admit that you had a fucking issue with that. So I'm just saying that right now. I broke my TV like a dumbass. I was angry. It was uncalled for. It's water under the bridge. But I should have a new TV here in a couple weeks. So the reviews will be back on track by then. I figure I'll try to get some more content out to sort of whet the appetites and build hype. If there's hype to build, I don't know. And we'll get back on track with Someone's Watching Me, continuing the John Carpenter review series. There will be a Scream 5 review when that comes out on... You know I'm going to get the DVD. But when that comes out, I'll be reviewing that. I still need to review the first 4. I had plans to do those all in December. But, just a few problems that were keeping me bogged down, and drinking was one of them. But drinking and familial losses, just a lot of stuff was just really putting my head in a dark place. So it really had me just kind of dead to the world. But, I'm trying to make my way back. But we're going to get stuff back on track. Hope you guys enjoyed the haul. Let me know if you guys are excited for the return. I should probably tell you everything that is definitely coming out soon, though, before we just clean house here, eh? So, again, Someone's Watching Me. Review coming soon. There will be the American Mary review. I am going to be watching that on Shudder, because that is one I do not own physically. But that will be done, and that is one that has been patiently awaited for by the amazing horrorhead Heather. I do apologize deeply for not getting that out in a timely manner. That's neither here nor there. I don't think. Maybe it is. But moving on, that will happen. Yeah, I'm going to try to broaden the horizons here on the channel too. Try and branch out. Not quite play to the sellout market, but expand the horizons within the realms of the horror. Keep that growing, sort of try and get some more stuff done as far as that goes. And just kind of try and cover some more stuff, and I don't know, just kind of help grow, trying to grow the channel, and we'll see what happens with that. You guys have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you guys soon.